Today, the eternal march of the can. Today, we document how this iconic brand comes to life.
Plus, one craftsman keeps an outdoor tradition alive with Northern Toboggan. Let's see the art of crafting these handmade sleds.
People are passionate about outdoor equipment. Get this, Americans spend more than $20 billion a year on gear. But no one ever really sees how their stuff gets made.
Well, that's where we come in. Each week, we throw open the factory doors and give you a behind-the-scenes look at how your favorite gear is made.
Made for the outdoors.
It's funny when you start thinking about all your outdoor adventures, just how many motors we all end up using. Heck, for me, it's my truck, the boat motors, the ATVs, my chainsaw. Well, Seafoam's owners say their products help keep your motors running smoothly without a hitch. And we decided, you know what? We should go see how Seafoam gets made for the outdoors.
Seafoam is a liquid fuel additive that goes into all kinds of motors. Long ago developed to clean fuel and oil passageways. Seafoam, brainstormed in the 1930s by Fred Fandry, an Indiana angler who couldn't keep the motor on his fishing boat running. Before we see how Seafoam gets made for the outdoors, let's try and figure out how it works.
Seafoam is a company that sells automotive additives. The flagship one is Seafoam Motor Treatment. It was developed to stabilize fuel for long periods of time, but it goes way further than the stabilizer.
To understand Seafoam is to hop a plane to Chicago, North Chicago to be exact, home to one of Seafoam's blending facilities. Randy Schwab shows us around. In his hands, this gadget.
We're checking to find out if there's flammable vapor in the air, so we're watching this lower explosive level, and we want to make sure that that stays under 10.
Lower the score, the better you do at that game.
Yes, kind of like golf.
All week long, train cars and tanker trucks deliver raw materials.
We're unloading either from rail or from the tank wagons here, pumping, metering the amount that's coming through the pipes.
Workers pump individual chemicals into nearby holding tanks. From there, a complex system of pipes move materials through the facility to blending tanks.
So now we'll go in and we will see the production area where the line runs.
So it all happens just right inside.
That's right, that's where all the cans are.
Cans, oh, a lot of cans.
So we try to blend the product in one tank, have the next tank ready to go so that when we empty one tank, we just switch over to the next tank and keep the cans going. So we run 2 shifts a day, 10-hour shifts, Monday through Thursday.
So you're filling a lot of bottles.
We are filling a lot of cans.
In here, the Seafoam team blends, fills, and finishes everything Seafoam. But before we watch any of this, we head over, up, and around to the lab.
Here we are.
In here, Laura Kane checks Seafoam's blend.
We test all of the products that we make in the plants, just to make sure that all the products are the right quality, make sure that they're a good product that we can sell to consumers. So it's done now. It's at 188.05 parts per million.
We just won.
Yep.
2 in a row.
Yeah, so that's it. Now we're done.
So that means
It's a good product and we can approve it and send it downstairs and they'll package it.
with Laura's stamp of approval, it's time to get to work on Seafoam's bottling process. Up next, workers bottle, pack, and ship the product. Just north of Chicago, Seafoam fuel treatment perpetually comes to life. Workers first unload raw materials, then mix the chemicals to create Seafoam. Now, the process moves to the canning area. No mistaking the sound in this room.
There used to be a show open from Milwaukee that looked a lot like this. Laverne and Shirley.
A conveyor lines up empty cans in single file order and marches them off behind a protective wall into the filling room. The filling machine does a couple of things. It first tops off each bottle with Seafoam and then twists on the lids. This process runs smoothly only if the conveyor gets a steady flow of empty cans. Exactly why workers use a pretty cool homemade rig. James Lewis, the can pusher, puts me to work.
I'm so afraid that I'm gonna knock over 1,000 cans right now. Okay? Yeah? I'm moving the cardboard. I saw where you took it.
Workers must also keep the lid feeder full.
In an average day, they'll do like 50,000 cans, and in a big day, as many as 75,000. That's a lot of Seafoam.
The boxing machine grabs cardboard, pops open each box, and preps them for cans. The loading machine then drops 24 cans into each box. The taper seals each box, and the pallet wrapper preps each load for shipment. Like that, Seafoam goes to storage, where it will sit for hours, not days, before going out the door. Big-time growth for what once was a simple dream to make a boat motor run a little bit better on water. Which means a lot of people, and I mean a lot, are now using Seafoam to treat and maintain their motors.
Anytime you burn a fuel, you have a residue, right? And all that residue just doesn't go away. It has to go someplace. Seafoam will not let the gum and varnish, if you use it, to form in the first place.
So there you go. Seafoam, made to keep your motors running and made for the outdoors.
Coming up, this family-run business is one of the last of its kind. We craft with Northern Toboggan, next on Made for the Outdoors.